Most people aren't underpaid, they're undervalued. From the standpoint of somebody who hasn't paid a lot, most people just do not have enough to be paid a lot. Budgeting doesn't make you rich, investing does. You have to budget to invest. So I'll say a little bit of the both. Yeah. Separate bank accounts create distance in relationship. I'm not married yet, so I don't know. But maybe true. From your perspective, how can I realistically build wealth from just my salary? If you start receiving a particular amount of money over a period of time, if you are insanely valued, even if your employer is not telling you that I'm giving you a raise, you would ask for your raise. What can we do in order to get more from different spheres of life? The way you are still exposing yourself to be better and know what to do better, at the same time, you need to guard your space that you don't have a lot of information coming in at the same time. Money, money, money. That's why it's on a lot of people's minds, I'm sure. When they wake up, what do I do? What do I do? When they want to go to bed, did I make enough money today? Well, today, we're definitely going to get a lot of things from this episode. We have with us Esosa Atemgweye. Did I get it?
Well, a bit. If effort.
Can you please correct me?
Atemgweye.
Atemgweye.
Yes.
Atemgweye. We have with us Esosa Atemgweye. Esosa is a business strategist. She's a leadership consultant, and she's the host of Undercover Millionaires podcast. Her work focuses on helping individuals and organizations think more clearly about work, purpose, responsibility, with an emphasis on discipline, alignment, and meaningful impact. So we got someone who is on her own lane. She currently serves as the business and sales manager, where she was recognized as staff of the year. I was just hailing her staff of the year for her performance and leadership. Esosa advises founders and teams on high strategy, high ticket sales, and performance execution. A graduate of the University of Ibadan, and she has been featured by Tech Cabal and recognized by Women's Corner 2.0 magazine for her impact in the real estate sector. So we definitely have something in common. We definitely have something in common. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
So before we even go into anything, that name, Undercover Millionaires podcast, please let us know, why did you choose that name? Is there a backstory to it? Is there a reason why? And what impact do you want from your podcast?
Yeah, of course, there's a backstory. So growing up, let me try to summarize the story. I grew up an only child for like 11 years. My dad used to be an accountant first off, then was called to the ministry. I say God called me.
Right.
So life changed, right?
Okay.
And also growing up, we were comfortable, but he did not have the financial knowledge to invest. When he and my mom, they had great jobs at the time when money was still money.
When money was still money.
So they had great jobs, but did not really put things in place for when things would not be the way, right? So when he became a pastor and the income really dropped, we felt the impact of it. So it became a thing of, for me, I was just thinking, I always had the thoughts in my head, I do not want to be broke. How can I be rich? So it was a nagging thought, and I looked around. I didn't really have so many examples to say this is how we can build wealth. So when I became who I am today, thankfully, thanks to God, then I just thought to myself, there are a lot of people like me who they don't have it figured out. They don't even have the knowledge. They don't have the exposure, right? I got graced at some point to be exposed, to know these things, right? But some people do not have it, and they might think that getting rich is like a secret club. Maybe a certain few only can get rich. But then the people started from nothing. And not all these people are popular or the popular celebrities, but they are doing well. I'm not talking about I want people to know that I'm comfortable kind of thing. I'm talking about the real wealth, people that really have money.
Grounded.
So I call them the undercovers.
Okay.
So what I do
is
to, when I know these people, then I hear their story. Like I bring them on the podcast, ask them questions. How did you start? What did you do? How did you become who you are today? What are the things you are doing? How are you getting better? What advice do you have for anybody starting out? And I bring people across various industries, from crypto to digital marketing to real estate, just people across various industries, right? I bring them on board just so that my listeners will not feel like, it's only people in this particular group that can get wealthy, but whatever it is that you are doing, you can make something from it. So that's how it came about.
because I remember we were having a discussion. I said the Undercover Millionaires podcast. There must be something to that name. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. So what we're going to do, and I love the fact that you said, you know, a lot of people that have these myths in their minds about money. A lot of people go around with this myth of, oh, that person just has it because, you know, they are a selected few, or they sold their soul, or something very, very, you know, deep. Yes, we know those things are there, but there are some myths that we really need to kick out of the water right now. So truth versus myth. It's going to be 5 to 5 seconds max. You're just going to answer, you know, these money questions that we have. Separate bank accounts create distance in relationships. True or false?
I'm not married though, so I don't know. But maybe true. Maybe true.
Maybe true. Maybe true. Most people aren't underpaid, they're undervalued.
From the standpoint of somebody who has employed a lot, I would say most people just do not have enough to be paid a lot. They are not as valuable to be paid a lot.
Oh, okay. So it's to make yourself valuable enough to be paid that amount that you are worth.
Or to negotiate it, even if you're not being paid. You can get it.
You can get it. Yeah. Budgeting doesn't make you rich. Investing does. This one. Truth or false?
You have to budget to invest. So I'll say a little bit of both. Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yes. You have to budget first to be able to invest the money. So
it's like a scale. You have to be able to budget in order to invest.
Yes.
Cool. Lifestyle inflation is the real salary killer.
Yes, so
dollar.
Truth.
Yes. Wanting more money is not greed.
No, myth. Is it false or truth or what?
False. True or false?
True or false?
True or false?
False. I'll take false. It's not really greed to want more money. I don't think it's greed.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for answering those questions. So moving on to your perspective and your knowledge. From your perspective, how can I realistically build wealth from just my salary? We have 9 to 5 hours. Who majority of the workforce are 9 to 5 hours. I have a salary of a particular amount. How realistically in today's economy, how can I build wealth from salary?
I like this question so much, but then I'm trying to say, can I really go into this?
Please go. You're allowed.
So, you know, before I started 9 to 5, I used to hear a lot about salary. Is it the amount you're paid to forget your dreams? I don't know if you heard something like that.
Yes.
So before I became a 9 to 5er, I also started that thought I don't want to work for anybody. I started working 9 to 5, a proper 9 to 5 job in 2023. So I was also having that, I got exposed to that talk of, no, you don't, if you work for somebody, you are capped. You cannot go farther than a certain point. You are working to fund someone else's dreams and all of that. I started working 9 to 5 job, and I really got to know that there's so much you can do from your 9 to 5 when I started becoming way more valuable. So oftentimes, most people who think that there's just little you can get from 9 to 5 is because they are just, I don't want to use the word bare minimum, but really they're just doing what they think they're supposed to do, or what their JD is, and that is it. If you are highly valuable, I was talking to somebody last week, I said there is no employer that will not be willing to pay you more money if you are valuable. Now, there are employers that might just be like,
there's always the exception.
Yes,
there's
but
always the
most
exception.
Employers, if you are making me money, there's no way I will not want to pay you, because why would I want to lose you when you're making me more money?
That's true.
Nobody wants to lose a great staff that is making them more money. So I think when you think that, can you build wealth? That's the question, right?
Yeah, from your salary, from what you get every month.
Yes, you can. How? You can, because if you start receiving a particular amount of money over a period of time, if you are insanely valuable, even if your employer is not telling you that I'm giving you a raise, you would ask for your raise. And if they don't give you that raise, and you know that you are extremely valuable, you can easily move, go to another company, you will earn more. Right? So 9 to 5 it does not have to cap you. You yourself need to first know that you need to broaden your knowledge, that you can ask for what you want. The moment you know that you can ask for what you want, and even ask for extra, why do you think it's only salary you can earn? How about you earn bonuses? How about you earn, if the company is able to do this and that within this time frame, I'm going to get this and that. How about you ask? And most people don't know how to ask. But if you get that knowledge on how to ask, how to say, I know this is my salary, but I want to be able to ask, I want to ask for this, if I'm able to do this, of course, you make so much more money. And you don't have to do 3 other side businesses just to get by.
and you get burnt out at the end of the day. And we're just talking about burnout, so we are against burnout, and that's one of the reasons why on our own, rule number 2 is we practice proper self-care. And this is one of the things that we need to talk about, is practical examples of how someone can actually ensure that they position themselves to get more from their job. Apart from trainings and other things, what mindset shifts do they need to have in order for them to be able to get more from what they do? Because a lot of people, like you said, it's the bare minimum, and the bare minimum is not enough. We're not doing the bare minimum. What can we do in order to get more from different spheres of life, different areas of your workforce that you are actually focused on your own? Just a general overview.
Okay. So I will start this way. In the days of our parents, things were different from now.
Very.
So if you're functioning with the knowledge of how our parents got jobs, worked in jobs for 35 years, retired, bought one small land, they now built a house on it for their family. Some might even roof the house before they retire. That kind of thing.
Bungalow somewhere.
If you're functioning on that, now you'll be left behind. The world has changed so much. So you need to think in the times that we are in right now, and there's so much happening so fast. I think we're both fortunate and at the same time unfortunate.
Wow.
Because if you do not know how to take advantage of what is happening, right, exactly, there's a lot you can be left here.
Yeah.
And also, aside being left, you'll be confused. You will not even know what to do. There's a shiny object in front of you right now. You feel like, oh, this one is like the next big thing to jump on, and then the next moment another next big thing to jump on comes in front of you. So if you don't really know how to, the way you are still exposing yourself to be better and know what to do better, right, to make your life better. At the same time, you also need to guard your space, that you don't have a lot of information coming in at the same time. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but my point is,
guard your heart now. Man to be first the issues of life. You're letting everything all in all the time.
It's a lot to process.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You can easily get lost in the sea of information and not even do anything. Like you have this information overload, and then you don't even know what to do. So when it comes to you being, please remind me how you phrase the question.
In order for you to get promoted in your work.
Okay, great. When it comes to that, one thing I would always advocate for is that presently AI is like the in thing. Some people, when maybe like you write something, you'll be like, oh, you wrote it with AI. I don't understand. Like, why is AI there if you cannot write with AI? So the only thing I would say is, do not make it so mechanical that all you do is just to copy and paste what AI does. Like,
right.
AI, you're not outsourcing your brain to AI. It's assisting you in doing what you know how to do. Just like I remember when Google came out, when we knew that we could Google anything, it was a whole difference to what we could do before. But now we know that we can Google things. So now that AI is here, let's use AI. But do not just completely just outsource it. There's a way you can personalize things on AI. This is my person, this is what I do, right? Under settings, like ChatGPT. Under settings, this is what I do. And then these are the kind of words that you can use. Don't use this, don't use that. That way you have personalized it to the kind of person you are. And now, a very important part is that aside you utilizing AI tools, be constantly learning. Now it's very easy to get lost in the sea of performance, but there's no learning. So most people say they are busy. They're actually busy, but they don't leave space to learn. And if you don't keep learning, you become redundant. You cannot thrive or function or grow or scale on the knowledge that you had 2 years ago. So no matter your busy schedules, right, what can keep you in front, what can keep you being constantly advantaged to keep negotiating what you earn, is that you're constantly learning. Read books, have a set time every day that you read, even if it's 30 minutes, read, gain knowledge. Don't just gain all your knowledge from Instagram Reels, no, or from short videos on YouTube, no. Take actual books and read them. Read things. I recommended a book to my community. It's called Nice Girls Don't Get the Corner Office. I'm recommending it to you guys right here now. Read that book.
The link in the description as well.
Nice Girls, They Don't Get the Corner Office. Somebody read that book and she negotiated a job. Like, people in that company, they're not paid above a particular threshold. She got higher than that. They come to office 4 times a week. Now she only goes to office 3 times a week. How? Knowledge. She said, Esosa, I'm so thankful I read that book, because I wouldn't have even known to do. I would have been too scared. Even if I had known, I would have been too scared to do that. But when she negotiated, she was not even scared, because she now knows her worth. How did she know that? Reading.
She was bold.
Because of what she has learned. Wow. So knowledge is very important. So when you say knowledge at the AI thing.
And she got the corner office.
Yeah, she did.
And she was nice, but she got the corner office. So nice girls. They need to get the corner office. You need to get it. So let's move on to friendships.
Okay.
Money and friendships. Not just relationships, friendships. Should you ever lend money to your friends? Let's just put it out there. Your guy, your babe, I need money for this. Maybe a business venture, because we're thinking big. People on this podcast are thinking big. So, okay, I want to start a business and I want to ask my friend for money. Should you lend money? Do you believe in it? If you do, what principles do you surround what you do within that particular notion of, okay, should you lend this particular amount of money to friends?
So I do. I do. And it's easy to talk about, oh, don't lend money to friends when you are, should I say, when you are not the one on the receiving end of the help, when you're not the one needing the help. When you need the help, who would lend to you? I've had fantastic friends. I've had friends who have really helped me out. So I think it's more about the attitude of the person you are lending to. So I wouldn't say don't lend money. I would say maybe you need to choose your friends more carefully. I would say maybe you need to not call everybody your friend. I would say maybe you need to know those who are your friends and those who are like acquaintances. Like you cannot even vouch for their person, for their character. Because I've been lent money by friends, like I said, and then I didn't even have to be told. My integrity means, like, I have integrity enough to know that I should return whatever. And even if I cannot even return at the set time, I should be accountable enough to say, I'm sorry, I know that I'm owing you this money, give me a little bit of time, I'm working on it, and not just ghost. So yes, you should lend. In fact, friends are there so that you could help each other out when you need stuff. Yeah. So lend friends money. You can, but know who your friends are so that you would know that you don't need to be the one policing them, but they have good character, or they have character enough to know when to return, or to even be accountable when they cannot return at that set time. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, so in a nutshell, we'll say the quality of your friends determines your lending capabilities.
I like that.
So you know who to lend to and who not to lend to. So how do you balance or harmonize ambition, wealth, and faith as well? How do you ensure that all those are in sync together?
Ambition, wealth, and faith. So, before I had the understanding of what purpose is, I was chasing just for the sake of, I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be poor, right? And then at the time I could do anything. By anything, not like I could sell drugs. I mean,
please don't sell drugs. Please don't sell drugs. Unless it's pharmaceutical drugs.
Okay, let's do that. But what I could do was that I used to be an influencer. I know this influencer in quotes before I started working in like real estate fully or in the career line fully. So then I could maybe take up a brand that I know that this brand does not really align with my values, but if they'll pay me well, I can take it. Maybe a kind of outfit that I wouldn't usually want to wear, or maybe a kind of thing. Okay, I don't know if I should say this, but all these extra tools that people use for sexual pleasure.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I would not naturally use it, but then because I was influencing and the brands will pay, I could do that. But when I understood purpose, of course, I don't think anybody can really understand purpose if you're not a faith person. Yeah, you know that you're actually a steward of what you have, a steward of who you are, where God has placed you. You're not in any place by accident, right? You're there for a reason. So when I understood that, my entire approach to building wealth really changed. I know that I'm supposed to walk in a particular line towards becoming like Christ. So I'm not just doing anything random. I know that anything I do, whatever it is I've chosen to do in my life, it should be bringing me towards becoming like Christ and nothing else. So that shaped how I began to approach things. That shaped how I could even talk to people about purpose and help them, know what they should be doing part-time, or when they are confused and conflicted on whether they could do this or do that. So I would say I've been able to harmonize it by knowing who God is, and by knowing that when I understand purpose according to what it means when it comes to becoming like Christ, I can harmonize everything, both my ambition, my faith, and what did you call the last one?
And wealth.
And wealth, yeah. And when you actually do these things, like things that bring you towards closer to God, or things that make you become like Christ, right? And you, of course, you're creating value, money would come.
Always follows.
Just learn how to now make it better, because knowledge is important in everything. I think we can call knowledge wisdom. In all your gettings, get wisdom.
Yeah,
it changes a lot. Yeah,
it changes a lot. So in all your gettings, get wisdom. And wisdom for someone who owns 500,000, who earns 500,000 naira a month. So I earn 500,000 a month, or let's say Kemi is A and BC is B.
Okay.
Kemi earns 500,000 naira a month.
Okay.
And BC earns 250,000 naira a month. Can you give us practical examples on how they would both invest, how they would both budget and ensure that their money is giving them returns and they're also able to take care of themselves and those around them? Practical tips, because a lot of people earn this amount and they say it's not enough. In Lagos today now, if Kemi is earning 500 and BC is earning 250, what are the ways they can do? Spend their money and invest it wisely.
The way I would have answered that question would have been a bit different if you did not say in Lagos.
In Lagos. In Lagos.
Lagos is a whole different landscape. In fact, somebody can earn 500k in Ibadan and it's a good enough salary. But in Lagos, depending on where you're working and whether you're commuting to work every day, it's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
I think the first thing for Kemi and BC would be, what is their day over day expenditure? What are their needs and what are their wants? What are their expenses that they cannot do anything about?
They must.
Because in as much as somebody might be earning 200k and I'm spending less because they're staying with their parents,
Sure.
or their dad drives them to work, so they don't pay transport fare. So you cannot even compare both. So what we need to first talk about is, what is Kemi spending? If Kemi is not going to buy any other thing for herself, if Kemi is not going to spend money on any other thing aside just her daily survival, how much will she spend? So Kemi is saying that she's spending 300k on her monthly expenses. There's a problem, because
Really?
Kemi cannot do much. Yes, I mean, if Kemi sees that from 500k salary now, by the time she removes food or transportation, utility bill, right? Taking care of buying herself the basic things for ladies, maybe sanitary pads and stuff, right?
Skincare.
That. And maybe even she sends money home, maybe 50k
Yes,
or something. By the time she actually removes all of those, if she has spent like 300,000 naira, how will Kemi really survive month over month? Remember that rent is still there. Right, and I mean, the best way to actually set aside your rent is set it aside like monthly. Divide it, what's your yearly rent, by 12, so that it doesn't choke, right? And set it aside monthly. So if Kemi has all of that she has to do, and then she has just minute left, it's very hard to get by.
Wow.
So if you are Kemi, I would say that one of Kemi's practical decisions could be, you need a job change. Maybe a job that doesn't take you out. It can still be 500k if you get that, but doesn't take you out every day to the point where you spend so much money on transportation. So the first thing is not to think, what do I invest in? The first thing to think, how much do you even have after you spend on all these things that you cannot negotiate?
Non-negotiables.
Before you now say, how much is now left? Now, another thing that I would root for is that when you make your salary, have a particular amount that goes into like a buffer account. Most people call it emergency funds, because if you don't, you could spend your entire salary and you don't have anything left. But it's important that you have that money that just saves you, right, on a rainy day. You just have that money that saves. So even if it's 10%, maybe you should 500k, put 50k somewhere. I know that you are living on tithes. Christians, tithe first. Yeah. So tithe alone is already 50k.
Right.
Before you now put emergency, 50k. That means she only have 400
left.
Now imagine she's not spending 300,000 naira on a non-negotiable. She now has 100,000. That's tough. So Kemi might need to first check what she's spending. When she now knows what is left, one thing she can now turn towards is, I would always advise also that you have a mutual funds account. So that's like a place where it functions like your piggyvest savings, but you can easily top this one up periodically, and then it keeps amassing interest. It's easy for those that don't have so much money to invest. But if Kemi now, by chance, maybe she now receives a huge bonus from work, maybe like 1 million, 1.5 million, I'll say,
will spend it. You need to buy that hair. that hair.
But I'll say, if Kemi wants to now say, I really want to invest, Kemi should ask herself, what's her risk appetite? That is also very, very important.
Risk capital.
Risk appetite.
Risk appetite.
Yes.
Okay.
Is she a high risk person, or medium risk, or low risk?
Okay.
Because if she wants to say, because a friend made amounts from crypto and she wants to put her money in crypto, if it goes south, she'll be distraught. But somebody who has high risk appetite, they would feel it, but they won't feel like, oh no, I'm never going to invest again because of this. But if Kemi has low risk appetite, Kemi should look for investments around that. And just go on AI. AI is very wonderful right now. I have this amount of money, and after all my non-negotiable needs. This is how much I have left. What can I start with? I'm a low risk appetite person. I'm looking to invest towards the future, or I'm looking to invest for the short term. AI will give you different things that will be very helpful, so that you can tailor it to your own reality, because our realities are different.
So AI can actually help your investment decisions.
Yes, it can.
So you can go on AI. Wow, nice. As we close, what does success mean or look like to you, Esosa? I know it's a broad topic.
Very broad.
Because it means different things to different people. But to you, as a woman on her own lane, Esosa, what does success mean or look like to you?
So I would answer, then you would answer.
Why?
I would like to hear yours too.
Oh my gosh. No problem. You go first.
Success to me would mean that... I'm looking at the best way to answer this question. It would mean that I'm not limited by resources, by environment, when it comes to doing what I really want to do. So now I might say to myself that, okay, let me give a little example. So at the beginning of the year, I had this little cohort where I wanted to help people that did not have a lot of things figured out, right, to just know what they could get started than just doing the new year, new me resolutions. So I price tagged it. And then my pastor's wife texted me and she was like, Esosa, do you know what you're doing? He's like, why did you tag it at this price? Honestly, if they were not even paying anything, I would still do it. That's who I am. I have this burden in my heart to just help people. So success to me will mean that if I was not limited by resources, how much can I just do for people and just do and just carry people's dream and ambitions and their life worries on myself and help them to get clarity. And I would not be thinking, oh my God, if I keep doing this, will I have money to survive? It means I have money, I'm not bothered about survival, and I can do all of these things. That's what success will mean to me.
And the funny thing is, someone asked me what success means to me. She put me on the spot last season in Ilaya. So this season, I kind of came prepared in case anyone decided to do that.
So you have rehearsed it earlier.
Yeah, so last year I was like, oh my gosh. But it was good. I hope it was good though. But and to me, and funny enough, it meant different last season than it is for this season. I guess that's what happens when you really sit down and think about, okay, what does this actually mean to me? To me, success means impact and purpose. Impact in what I do, purpose in who has created me to do what I do. So I'm not, and that's one of the reasons why we have On Her Own Lane. I'm not living for the applause of men. I'm not living for the applause or the accolades of men. I'm living for the accolades and applause of one. I am living to ensure that what I do is what I was created to do. You know, that is the only way that I would be able to succeed. Yes, I understand that there's life and, you know, the things
there's
of
money.
life and there's money and everything. But those are all add-ons and extras to what he has given me to do on this planet, because all those things will fade away.
True.
They're good. I'm not going to say that I don't like nice things. I do. But I was created for more, and I must ensure that I do that more that I was created for. So that when I meet who created me, you'll not see Dami.
Say, well done, good and faithful servant.
Oh, don't be jumping! I'll be so excited. But yes, that's really what you know. When I really sat down to think about it, it will be so amazing to come face to face with God Almighty, and He's actually smiling at me. You've done well. Not that you know, of course, not that you believed in me. You believed in my son, and you came to me. But you also did what I actually created you to do. Yeah. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Really amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you, and thank you for trying to put me on the spot.
No, I didn't.
But it's a good one. So what does success mean to you? What does success really mean to you? What's the one takeaway you got from this episode? Thank you, Esosa, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Until next time, don't stop walking on your own lane.